Have you ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why you went in there? Or struggled to recall a name that's right on the tip of your tongue? These moments can be frustrating and a little scary, especially as we get older. We often brush them off as just senior moments, but what if I told you there's a simple, daily habit that might be secretly weakening your memory, especially after you turn 60? And no, it's not what you think. It's not about forgetting to do crossword puzzles or skipping your daily walk. It's something far more common, something many of us do every single day without a second thought. Stick around, because in this video, we're going to uncover this hidden memory thief. We'll explore the surprising science behind how this habit affects your brain, why it becomes particularly damaging after 60, and most importantly, I'll share simple, practical steps you can take starting today to protect your precious memories. This isn't about fear-mongering. It's about empowering you with knowledge to keep your mind sharp and vibrant for years to come. You might be shocked to find out what it is. So what is this mysterious habit? It's not eating junk food or watching too much TV. The habit I'm talking about is multitasking. That's right. The very thing our modern world celebrates as a sign of efficiency and productivity is actually a silent saboteur of our cognitive health, especially our memory. You might be thinking, but I've been multitasking my whole life. How can it suddenly be a problem now? That's the crucial question, and the answer lies in how our brains change as we age. Let me break it down. When you're young, your brain is like a super flexible high-speed internet connection. It can juggle multiple tasks, switching between them with incredible speed and agility. This is thanks to a robust prefrontal cortex, the brain's executive control center. It acts like a master conductor, seamlessly directing your attention from one thing to another. But after 60, this process starts to change. The connections in our brain aren't quite as fast or efficient as they once were. Think of it as your internet connection being downgraded from fiber optic to a slower DSL line. It still works, but it can't handle as many simultaneous downloads without lagging. When we multitask, we're not actually doing two things at once. Instead, our brain is rapidly switching its focus back and forth. Each switch comes with a cognitive cost. It takes time and mental energy to disengage from one task and re-engage with another. For a younger brain, this cost is minimal, but for a brain over 60, the cost is much higher. This constant, frantic switching floods our brain with cortisol, the stress hormone. Over time, chronic exposure to high cortisol levels can damage the hippocampus, a part of the brain that's absolutely vital for forming and retrieving memories. It's like constantly revving a car engine. Eventually, it's going to cause wear and tear. Let's look at a common scenario. Imagine you retrying to follow a new recipe while also listening to the news on the TV and occasionally replying to a text message from your kids. You're switching between reading instructions, processing auditory information, and formulating a written response. Your brain is working overtime just to keep up. The result? You might forget a key ingredient, miss an important detail in the news story, and make a typo in your text. More importantly, none of this information is being properly encoded into your long-term memory. Your brain is so busy juggling that it doesn't have the resources to properly save the files, so to speak. This is why you might find you can remember the details of that news report just an hour later. The information never truly stuck. Research from Stanford University backs this up. Scientists found that heavy multitaskers, people who are constantly juggling different streams of electronic ETZ, actually performed worse on tests of tasks, switching, and memory. They were more easily distracted and had a harder time filtering out irrelevant information. The very skill they thought they were mastering was actually getting worse. The study suggested that multitasking trains our brains to be in a state of constant distraction, which is the absolute enemy of deep focus and memory consolidation. So, the big question is, what can we do about it? Are we doomed to a life of single-tasking and slow motion? Not at all. The solution is both simple and powerful. Practicing mindfulness and embracing monotasking. This means consciously choosing to focus on one thing at a time. It sounds almost revolutionary in our busy world, but its benefits for your brain are immense. Let's start with a practical strategy. It's called time blocking or task batching. Instead of checking your email every 5 minutes while trying to read a book, set aside a specific 20-minute block in your day just for emails. During that time, only do email. When the time is up, close the email tab and move on to your next single task, whether that's reading, paying bills, or planning your meals for the week. By dedicating your full attention to one thing, you allow your brain to engage deeply. You'll find you get tasks done faster, make fewer mistakes, and most importantly, you'll actually remember what you did. When you're doing something that requires concentration, like learning a new skill or having a meaningful conversation, put your phone away. Turn off the TV. Let your brain have a break from the constant barrage of notifications and background noise. When you're on a walk, focus on the feeling of your feet on the ground and the sights and sounds around you, rather than mentally running through your to-do list. This practice trains your brain to stay in the present moment, strengthening your attention muscle and combating the scattered multitasking mindset. It helps lower cortisol levels and promotes a state of calm focus that is ideal for memory formation. Let's be realistic. Multitasking is sometimes unavoidable. Phone might ring while you're cooking dinner. That's life. The key isn't to eliminate it entirely, but to become more intentional about it. Recognize when you're doing it and ask yourself, is this necessary right now? Can one of these tasks wait? More often than not, it can. By making a conscious choice to focus on one thing at a time whenever possible, you are actively protecting your brain. You are giving yourself the gift of clarity and a stronger memory. So, the next time you find yourself trying to juggle 5 things at once, I want you to remember this conversation. Take a deep breath, put down the phone, turn off the TV, and give your full, undivided attention to the one thing that matters most in that moment. It's a small change, a simple habit to unlearn, but it can make a world of difference in keeping your mind sharp, your memories clear, and your life vibrant for all the years to come. Start monotasking today. Your brain will thank you for it. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more tips on living a healthy and fulfilling life. What's one multitasking habit you're going to try and break? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Take care and see you in the next video.